Hey, what up, dude? Long time no see, dudes. What up, dudes? Alright. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I played. I got a little bit busy, but definitely still on the Tales of Arise grind. This is part 13. I have a sneaking suspicion we're getting to the end here. Maybe. Hopefully. Apparently I'm more than 40 hours in, so, probably getting pretty close to the end. Can't say for sure. But if I remember correctly, okay, let's see if I can remember correctly. Last time, yes.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So I was able to make it to Lenegis, which is the moon, right? Now the Renin weapon, essentially, that they sent up there to start sucking out the astral energy from Dana. And I was talking around, and we got to learn a little bit about Dohalim's background, as well as the old lords there that were participating in the crown contest on Dana. And I think it's all coming to a head right here. We're about to figure out what the fuck's going on. Oh, jeez. Okay. That's been a little bit. Okay, I'm about to recover. I feel like I'll be okay. Ooh, I have a lot of SP. Okay. Before I go anywhere, let's get some things. Resistance plus 50. Oh, I'm working on this one, huh? Penetration, yeah. That's faster AD recovery. Don't mind if I do. Working on this one, looks like. It will increase mid-air damage over limit extension. Let's see this one. Dohalim. Man, it has been a hot minute. I tell you what. Ooh, attack plus 60. That's really fucking good. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Increased precision 10 hit boot, increased rod extension, critical rate, art casting. No, that's the one I want. So I'll wait for that. Get some good law. Ooh, can finish up this one. Sick. Nice. Next we want resistance, defense. We'll go with this resistance 50 or 40. Okay. How we doing, Rinwell? I completed a ring, so I can do a brand new one. Okay. Penetration 40. Elemental attack 50. Obviously, penetration 50. Yep, okay, this one for sure. Divine Saber. I'll take that. And then Kisara. Am I working on one? Yeah, working on this one. Okay, can't do anything yet. Cool. Cool. Okay, let's save one more time. I think this is where I am. Yeah. The Forbidden Zone. There we go. I just entered the Forbidden... Oh, right, and there was that, cutscene where I got to see some of Alphen's past, and Shion got to see her ancestor, Naori, whatever it is. Okay, yeah. So now we're in the Forbidden Zone to find out the secrets. Let's fucking go. And obviously, since there's a healing circle, we're going to a boss fight. And I haven't played in, a fucking week, so this may not end very well. But we shall see. Okay. Hanging out. Oh.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Brainwashed.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
And she has the fucking Renaissance, or nope, the Dark Master Core. Fuck. Oh. That's good.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power
We can talk later. Here it comes!
Alright, let's fucking go. Oh, easy, dude. Okay, wait, hold on.
I've never known Faria.
I need to, get my bearings. Alright, you can...
Noodles like that before?
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master sword? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Dougal, then we get some answers.
Get a word!
Here I come! Ignite!
Run and red, talon hurricane!
I can carve through. I'm on a roll now.
Where are you going?
In a vine.
Demon Fang!
Talon sword! Demon corruption! Lunar blast!
That's so much fucking damage. Watch this. Oh, easy, baby. Oh, fuck.
Just
Oh, well, I gotta probably switch that, huh? So they can
well,
fucking kill
I'm
me.
here to stop.
Holy smokes! Oh, Shion, come on now.
Here's a healing arm.
Got dessert again.
Armor won't save you!
I'm all stumped up. Annihilation. It's time
Oh,
to
let's
finish
go,
this.
dude. Shion's angry.
Die! Consuming wildfire!
Ain't like that, sonny boy.
Here I come!
Healing
Try harder! Here I come!
Oh shit! I got my ass kicked. Okay.
Still do this!
Regenerate!
Explosion! Flame of fury!
Yo, how about the? Thank you.
Laser reveal! Here's the evil!
Shine! Radiant
Freeze Lancer!
Regeneration! Regenerate! Allow me to help.
What the fuck? Fucking law, dude.
Resuscitation!
Okay, we got this.
Steering flame!
Fucking shit, dude. Okay.
Downfall! I'm out of ammo! Resuscitation!
Wait, is that a spell?
Not done yet!
Steering flame! Reload! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
You're mine!
Resuscitation!
You're mine! Wild Blade! Rising Wyvern!
Annihilation!
Lunar Rocket!
Flame of fury!
From beyond, imbue this
Here's the evil!
resuscitation.
Freeze Lancer!
It's in your hands now.
God damn, dude. Doerling, stop fucking dying, bro. Fucking shit.
Oh fuck!
Ah, god damn it. The motherfucker died. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring back up Shion,
I can't lose!
and we're actually going to take out Doerling for Kisara.
Bring you back from death's abyss!
Dude, work, fucking law. Shit. There we go.
While it's reeling!
Take it down!
Lunar Rondo! Soaring
Going in!
Spear!
Here's the evil!
Nope. Sit down.
Take this!
Freeze Lancer! I never miss!
Swallow Blade! Demon
I'll bring
Fang!
you back from death's
Hold
abyss!
nothing back!
Oh shit.
This one's mine.
Their arms were interrupted! We got it, kid! Demon Fang! Coming
Yeah.
through!
Sit down, son. Sit down, baby.
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Scarlet Inferno. Oh, we need some fucking good old CP up in this bitch. Watch out. God damn it. Oh my god, you're killing me. You're absolutely killing me. Okay, that's fine.
Heal my weary companion.
Bring it on.
Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Demon Fang!
Oh, let's go, baby.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Dude,
You're mine!
dude, what the fuck? How'd I end up over there?
You're mine! Let me see what I can do!
Let's get these guys on the ground.
Free! Demon Fang!
Watch out.
Looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
Nope. Oh, fuck it.
Try harder!
Yes.
You're mine! Okay! Lunar Rocket! You're on!
Back! God damn it, Alphin. Don't leave.
Imbue this resuscitation. Bathed in
Not done yet.
Rending you a bloody.
Okay, I'm going to really quick. No. I kind of. Law, I love you, buddy, but yeah.
Pieces. Attack off. The regeneration. Discharge.
Boom,
Harder.
easy.
My turn. Move it. Okay. You're finished.
Lightning meteor!
Two. God damn it! I thought I could time that better. Oh my fucking god! Oh no!
Out of the woods, it seems.
Yo, punch this bitch.
You're my lyric companion.
Alright. Alright. Oh, god damn it. Okay, we're just gonna have to, you know, give him the old. Give him the old. I want Shion. Okay, she's up. Hey, Shion, you're coming out. Let's get it, girl. Look at that. Hey, Gisara doing work. Oh, fuck. One more. God, I'm so good.
Here's a healing
Not today.
Not today.
Get him. What the fuck is that, dude? Holy shit, is that what a Rimwell spells? Jesus Christ, dude. Get him, Kisara, yeah. Perfect guard, all that shit. Oh my god, okay, everyone's fucking dead, cool. So we're gonna use he.
Still anyone's fight.
That'll bring you down. It's weakened.
Can't get out of sight.
This ends now.
Here it comes. Focus.
What you got?
On your toes, everyone.
And here! Try harder, baby. God damn it. Alright, here we go.
Ignite. Rising Wyvern.
A wailing banshee at one field.
Damn it.
Healing
Demon Fang.
Need to pull myself together. Appreciate the help.
You're killing me, Rimwell.
You are gonna pay for that.
God damn it.
Take this.
Armor won't save you. Piercing
Here I come.
Damn it, I'm trying to frickin'.
I'm not done.
I bring Law out, he just immediately dies.
Swallow blade.
Come on, dude, I dodged into that. Come on, dude.
Regenerate.
This one's mine. Denied.
Let us take to the fray.
Glacial spear.
Yo, bring me up.
Inferno
There's another CP. Oh, okay, we'll do. That works. I was just fucking dead for it. No big deal.
Now it's just her. Varia, can you hear me? Varia.
She's preparing another summoning.
Hey, what the fuck, dude?
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
I mean, that's her fault, right? You know what I mean? Not my problem. Shit, why she did it the last time?
Forgive me.
Fucking go to bed, baby. Knocked her the fuck out, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
Who the fuck?
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit.
I know Helene.
I'll take Faria. Leave her with me.
Okay, what the fuck
I
is
know
doing here in
better
the
than
first
to
place,
ask
though,
what
you
you're
know what
up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
I mean? Shit, me too, brother.
Thank you.
He
Okay.
seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else.
What a nerd.
As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria.
Yeah, fuck
As
that
for
bitch.
Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead.
They did.
No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those
Okay.
ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those yet we
For
can
those
still save.
alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
Hey, let's
As
go,
much for
dude.
her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Yes, I do. The
Certainly
red woman.
seem that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
Me either.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
I mean, I knew that from the beginning.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
But by someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
Who is it? Alright, so... Oops, what the fuck's going on here? Okay, hold on. Back to no items. What the... Wait, hold on. Why was no one popping CP? Yeah, dude. No one is popping my CP items. What the fuck's up with that, dude? Maintenance passes away. That's where I came from, right? Yeah, that's where I came from. So, we're headed this way. Time to uncover the secrets of what's going on here in Lenegis. Who's pulling the strings?
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
Nani?
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Oh, is he healing me? Because that'd be dope. Oh, shit. Whoa. Whoa. The Renaissance.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
What the Whoa. Bruh. There's some creepy thorn dude living inside Nori. Whoa. Going on, man?
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
Oh, shit.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
Oh.
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience.
Oh.
If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
Because it's evil.
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions, I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Me too. Because none of this shit makes sense, man.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of.
At last. Uncover
And I
the
think
truth.
they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
Well, let's fucking do it, Alphen.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes.
What the fuck?
And
dude?
their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
I'm not moving, dude.
But we
Just
still
doing it.
don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
Oh, bro, there was a cutscene I couldn't watch. God damn it. Oh, well, I guess it's gonna put me in a cutscene anyway, so.
Soon, you might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past, I have to be ready to face anything.
Uh-oh.
Whatever happens.
You know, when the protagonist starts talking to the air, it means shit's about to go down. Turn back for
I
that.
just need a little time first. I want to make sure I go into whatever comes next.
Yep. Alright, this must be it.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
Specifically.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place?
Uh-huh.
And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
Uh-huh.
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
Right. Right, Len. Well, no use pondering over it. Just gotta go forward. This time, I'm not ready, but I'm gonna say I'm ready anyways.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past, I have to be ready to face anything.
Whoa. What is
Whatever happens.
blue? The only way is
determined to
forward.
save Shion and Dana.
Let's go. Let's go, Alpha. Oh. What the fuck? Okay. Transfer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait a minute, what? Alright, it's gonna put me into a cutscene. I cannot. Hey, this looks familiar. Yep, this is,
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there.
Okay.
Curious what we'll find.
All right.
That's
what
the
you really
room you
want.
visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
They'll give me some sweet gear in here, I'm sure. This looks like the place when I was in that Alphen vision and I was playing around with him.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
They got plants over there.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Cool. Oh my god. Another one.
For the people of Lenegis, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Unless...
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was.
All a lie.
But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
Finally. What is this crazy thing here? What is this? An operating table. Many subjects undoubtedly never came back alive from their operations on this. That's kind of fucked up. Or this. Or this. Okay, alright. Nowhere to go but forward.
I think I can make this work.
Must be nice being a Renin.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danon astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Danon. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign!
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Cores.
Okay.
With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renin citizens.
Right.
In other words, it may be that all Renins are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign.
Uh-oh.
It's your call.
Gotta do it.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait. I think I've found one that was successful.
Alphen.
Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Oh.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
But what does it mean?
It's fine, really. What about the
Volron.
others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
I knew it. Too easy.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
Wait a minute.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined.
Right.
When a new sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told.
Except
But
Rena's
according
a
to these
wasteland.
records, there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the sovereign residing in Rena.
I knew it.
The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the sovereign, then who was it?
Naori.
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
There it is, dude. Calling it.
The Red
It's
Woman?
Naori, the Red Woman.
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme.
Bro, then what does it mean?
She could be working for someone else.
No.
Someone back on the Renan
False.
homeworld.
Shion. It's not Shion, dude. Shion's innocent in all this.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
100% Renan, the Renan homeworld is dead.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Oh my god. What do you have against Shion,
Not that
bro?
I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results.
Hey, what's
There's
up,
nothing here about
dudes?
who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately.
So let's go fucking figure it out, please.
I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
No,
I'll do
let's-
that.
Oh my god, Alvin, let's just move forward, bro. Come on.
So this is where Alphen became the sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Alright, time to put together the mystery after I watch this
Only
extended
2
cutscene.
sovereigns in over 300 years.
Indeed.
So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other
It
reason?
has something to do with the
Dohalim.
thorns. Damn it.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
Okay,
If that were to
Alvin's
happen,
angry.
then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
Oh, you would know, Law.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
I'm sure you would.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're ready. Okay, here we go. Time to piece together all the mysteries. A notice. This area will now be shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. Okay, that's cool. It's showing Lenegis structures. You can see pipes for transporting astral energy sticking out of them. Okay. It's showing this room's equipment. It hasn't been used in a long time. That sounds about right. Okay, I thought it was going to give me... Oh. Select a topic to explore. Holy shit, dude, really? Okay, Lenegis. A large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dana's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Renus Alma within the central core of Lenegis. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit along with the defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as the stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Until that phase, Lenegis serves as the central base of operations for the management and execution of the Crown Contrast on Dana. Warning, any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. How about Detachable Harvester? A massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as the tip of Lenegis' conduit from which it separates. Upon landing in Danan waters, it extends 2 sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathways connect to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to develop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's astral energy en masse. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegis. Because construction and adjustment take place in the Forbidden Zone's regular area, Lenegis' outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. Addendum 1. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Addendum 2. Detachable Harvester 2's landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. The fuck, dude? Because that makes a lot of sense. Oh my... Okay, alright. Sedative Mask. A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Okay, so Alphon was wearing one of these. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of a device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Addendum. Due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegis, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Okay. Brainwashing. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. This system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Test subject numbers 10105 serves as the realm's current Lord and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it was done so by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness in population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Addendum 1. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be key to the style of rule. Once the subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Addendum 2. Soldiers in Lenegis who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. Well, that's lovely. Lords. Each crown contrast, five of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they're granted level 3 authority, as well as one of 5 elemental realms to administer, and its corresponding master core. They're also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables, such as age, have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, their position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a master core's powers. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Interesting. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated, it can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. Unique adjustment. The following is a report on the second successful case of sovereign test subject experimentation. Jesus. Test subject number 10105, given name Volron, Generation NA, Unique Adjustment Index, Ethnicity NA, Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with the strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risks it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. Okay. I see. Master Cores. Master Cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belong to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these Master Cores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to the Ren Lords at the time of the Crown Contrast. Only the Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renis Alma is ready to be reformed, its existence kept top secret. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each Lord competes in the Crown Contrast to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each Lord may be allotted to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renis Alma materializes. Be advised that active Master Cores may resonate with other Master Cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of the Renis Alma, Master Cores will cease to be deployed and the Crown Contrast will be permanently halted. Okay. Spirit Cores. Spirit Cores are end terminals used for the collection of astral energy. When embedded in a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Danans must be deployed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the Crown Contrast. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that Spirit Cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused on their death. That's fucked up. Spirit Cores can also be embedded in Zeugles to control them via astral arts. But then the increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host body without inducing death from maximum astral energy yields is still pending. Or you can turn them into goop and literally take their entire body. Alright, last little bit. The Sovereign. The Sovereign acts as Lenegis' central control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Danon subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's powers of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegis if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. No effective alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Danon subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. Okay, how about the Maiden? Here we go. The Maiden acts as the Sovereign's support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and ID crest. A Renis subject serves its functions in providing the Sovereign with the supplemental dark astral it lacks in tandem with the Renis Alma. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, trial activations of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the Maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Really? Countermeasures must be considered. Addendum 2. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its maiden registration revoked and will return to its original household. Huh? That's, strange. Okay, please, let me, do some cool stuff now. What's behind door number 1? A room unchanged over 3 centuries. It's like time itself stops here. It sucks. Hey! Life bottles. Uh-oh. About to fight something big. How about over here? Ah. You see lots of numbers. Looks like logs of alignment between subjects and Lenegis proper. That's dope. Aha! A grape gel. It's equipment for monitoring subjects. It probably had a failure disposal mechanism as well. That's okay. Alright. I'm ready. My body's ready. Let's fucking do this. Oh. Another memory. Oh, fuck.
Naori,
Dude, he's fucking naked.
Don't talk.
She totally saw his pee-pee.
I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain.
Dude, she literally looks exactly like Shion. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Farewell.
Naori...
Sleepy time.
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode.
Holy sheesh.
The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%.
God.
And worse,
Oh my God, dude.
long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system.
And apparently she cares too,
What?
so this is a good thing.
If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes. And this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try.
Off we go.
I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen.
Little do you know, I lived for over 300 years. Oop.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Damn.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
By ending this.
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight.
Damn right.
Naori was the one who put that mask on me. And made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Except for those few times when I died. Alright, let's go. Let's fucking do this. Let's fucking go! Whoa. How big is this? Uh-oh. Small area. Oh, wonder what this means. Let's go left first. Aha! Free stuff. New shoes. Ooh, heavy treat. Yep, about to find something big. What? Nothing over here? Are you serious? Waste my time, 2021. Nice fight. Ew.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300
that,
years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony.
It's all gross and shit.
This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
Did it.
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Okay.
Naori.
Nani?
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome. Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly
Shit,
to
dude,
us.
it's a voicemail.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself.
What?
The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done.
Damn.
With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how.
What did you do?
Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well.
Bro, what if she just didn't have any descendants, you know? Would that just like nip it in the bud?
Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
But, I mean, she tried, but
Naori.
I have questions, okay?
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
Whoa. Oh shit! Costume change, let's fucking go!
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
That's some
So you're
vibrant ass
saying
blue,
this
bro.
is the maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Ooh, we got some fucking drip, man.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
That's the idea.
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign.
Now we just need a Renis Alma.
Now all we need is the Renis Alma.
Got him, dude.
And we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns.
I mean, that was the goal in the first place, so...
Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but... I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still...
No, it isn't! You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah! We can protect the world and save Shion at the same time!
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop.
That's a line. Damn.
Thank you, Naori.
Hey man, Naori put everything on the slight bet that Alphen would survive, and he did.
So Naori sealed away
So,
the power that made me
slight
lose
chance to
control
save
of myself.
Shion? I think
she
we got
stopped
this.
my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years.
Alright, explain that. What makes Shion so garbage,
It's the
dude?
reason for your curse.
The thorns.
Thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never
I don't know,
dared to
man.
dream that
I
such
think
a thing
she's
could
aight.
be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends,
Or a different kind of
holding
touch.
hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't.
Nice.
Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a
Together.
lot of things you still want to do, right?
Wink.
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up
Oh,
ahead.
shit, do we?
And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Damn, son, alright. Oh! Latest Maiden. Kind of thing. Ooh, hell yeah, dude. Elemental attack plus 40. Damn, that's pretty damn good. Am I closing this thing up? Okay. Dohalim. Yes, sir. Alright, you can get one of these. Sonic Spear, increase rock. Yes. Law. Are we doing a new one for you? Resistance 30, resistance 40, defense 10. This one, I think. Super Swallow Dance! Rinwell. Closed up almost everything. No, we're not doing this one, okay. Kisara. This one, nope. Alphen, we're working on this guy here. Nope. Shion, already finished it. Okay. Cool. Ooh, new weapon. Sword given to the chosen. Yeah. Ooh. Really? That's what the sword is? Nice, dude. Hold up. But first thing, oh, what? You can only have the feathered headpiece? What? You can have her long hair with the feathered thing? I'll get used to it, fine. Man, everyone's still fucking dead. Okay, and, alright, well, let's watch this cutscene, I guess.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
The big tip.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to
Alright,
Dana.
yeah, you're right. Crown
Not only
Braid's pretty
that,
good.
But she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way,
Lodestar.
showing us what we can aspire to.
Okay. What is this? The pedestal where the Renaissance alma sat 300 years ago. Now it gives off no trace of power. Alright, so what I'm confused about is, right, So again, Naori passed down this the thorns to her descendants, right? That means she had to get the freaky done. But did she also have the thorns? And if she had the thorns, how did she get the freaky done? You know what I mean? Something doesn't quite add up. Or is it just Shion that ended up where the thorns actually are like becoming a problem? She can't touch anybody. Because if that's the case, that's kind of fucked up, dude. Alright. Hell yeah, RP walk, let's go. To the fucking door of
That's
flesh.
quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
There it is, dude.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
Hopefully.
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
Agreed.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
Kind of want everyone to have a new costume change. I feel like we're digging this cool kind of white vibe going on, you know what I mean?
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are
Finally.
in store.
Explain all this weird fucking lore shit, man. Whoa. Okay. Oh shit, there's only one room.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place...
Agreed.
It reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
God damn
That
it.
depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach.
Oh my god.
It's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
See how smug Hoodle looked right there? It's always my favorite thing. Oh shit, dude. That. Ooh. Oh, that's fucking fire. Did I just miss this the last time I opened up the menu? Damn. I don't know what's going on with Shion up there, though. She's like chilling in ecstasy or some shit. Alright, let's. This may very well be the end of the fucking game. Shit. I wonder if it is. Got lots of lemon gels. Wow, quite a bit of grape gels too, surprisingly. 2 golds, 9. I'm sitting 15 total life bottles. I'm sitting pretty good actually. So, let's change the strategy to fight with moderation. Okay, yes, that should be good. Save it one more time. Level 44. Can I beat the game? Let's find out. Let's go, baby, let's go! So sick-ass gloves, too. Like, look like skeleton fingers. You know what I mean? Oh, shit.
He was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Place. Oh, once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What the fuck?
What has happened to him? He's lost himself. reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Uh-oh, does he?
That this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What
Dude,
could
I'm
possibly
telling you, to
need
revive
astral energy
Rena.
on that sort
I
of
knew
scale?
it.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
Looks like Alphen can't put down his arms in that
He's
new
not
outfit.
gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman!
Oh, this bitch.
So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
The clones.
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
Okay, okay. So let's fuck him up. Oh, bring it on. Ooh, 48. Easy peasy.
They're not feeling particularly confident.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
I literally can't tell the fuck's going on.
Swallow blade! Megasonic thrust!
What the fuck?
Try harder! My turn!
Damn it. Alright, actually, let's all focus on one, yeah? That might be a good idea.
Smash you!
Like this.
Not today! Can't get out of this!
Where are you going?
Ooh, she looks so fucking good in that dress, bro.
Megasonic thrust!
God damn it.
Pierce evil!
Try harder!
There you go. Whoa, buddy.
Searing
Do without this pain!
Alright,
Coming
yeah.
through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Scarlet Inferno! Which one are you hitting, Law? This one? Yeah, yeah.
I'll finish you here and now! Formal blade! Elusive steel! Rising wyvern!
Oh!
Feel my will won't save you! To be let free! Rising wyvern! Burning light spear! Slash! Demon Blade! I'll run you through! Here I come!
Take this, bitch.
Not today! Just swallow blade! Pierce! Heal! Double demon fang! Burn! Here I come!
That'll bring you down.
Demon fang! First strike! Slash! Burn! Take it!
Radiant
Lunar Rogo! Away! You're on!
Dude, fucking wreck this kid right here.
Swallow blade!
Fucking shit. Yo, heals. Can I get in the healing circle, please? Let's caught the tail end of that shit. Oh, shit!
I couldn't make it in time.
Thank you. Oh, what the
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Not done yet!
He who prepares is free from the
Wait, are they all? Oh, I think they actually all share the same health pool.
Armor won't save you! Strike! Demon Fang! I really owe you one.
In a bind, swallow blade. Rising Wyvern. Mirage. Now I'm in the groove. Try harder. Inferno punch. Heal. Eat this.
Damn it.
Another incantation. Try harder.
Try harder.
Here we go again.
There were some healsies.
Try harder. My turn. Execution.
A lot of healing heart for your boy. There you go. Take this.
Not today.
I never miss. Far enough.
Easy, right here. Here it comes. Oh, maybe not. I thought they did give me a boost. Oh! Ah, damn it. Fucking.
Don't give up. Mega Ray.
Yeah, I know about the fucking DLC. Depends, man. Oh, don't get hit by that, please. Law, get out of there! You fucking dumb.
Armor won't save you.
I would love to play that DLC though, dude. Beat the shit out of Kirito and Asuna. Show them who's the real Tekken swordsman.
Can't be happening.
Ah, son of a bitches. All my guys died.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with light. Shine, radiant light.
Yo, throw. There we go. Thank you. This right here. Yo, take this! Yes, perfect spot.
Double demon benediction light.
Out of ammo.
Demon fang. Double demon fang.
Yeah, I know, right? Just Kirito to try harder. Oh fuck. God damn, I was reading your goddamn comment, dude, and I end up dying. Look at Dolan just sitting in that and still winning. Oh yeah, dude, I'll fucking permanent dodge a Starburst Stream. Easy peasy. Yo, healers. Thank you.
Heal my
I'll
weary
bring you back
companion.
from death to eat dirt. Resuscitation.
Thank you. You know what? Let's bring Kisara out here. We'll give Law a break. Let's go. Try harder! Ah, fuck, I missed
Try harder. Heal my weary companion. Live inside me, yours to be let free. Swallow blade. They rising Wyvern.
Going in.
Soda. Radiant light. Demon fang. Try harder.
Cut.
Regenerate. Your mother.
Back into the darker blade.
Oh.
I won't give up.
Stay away from my friend.
Dude, could you guys not stand in that shit?
What was I thinking?
You're mine.
Yeah, really, what were you thinking?
Bind. Slash. Demon fang. Soda.
Freeze Lancer.
Oh, we got him on the ropes.
Rising Wyvern. Shine. Radiant light.
Jesus, who was sending out that fucking fireball? Like, god damn. Oh shit! Thank you.
I'll bring you back from death to this.
Try harder.
Try harder!
Swallow blade.
A new lease on life.
How about this?
Annihilation.
Oh, here we go. Big money. I'm gonna fucking put them all out.
Far enough. Swallow blade. Rising Wyvern.
Oh shit. Shit. What the fuck? Whoa, buddies. Fuck! Oh, Sara's mad. You fucked up.
Swallow blade. Soaring light spear.
Wow, why am I doing no fucking damage?
Stay away from for my friend! Soaring light spear! You picked the wrong fight!
Yeah, dude. How you like that shit? Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know, agreed, dude. It's only when I fucking crit that I actually do some like significant damage.
In a bind?
Alright, here we go. He's about to die. And I'm gonna do it with Law. Law!
Astral energy!
What the fuck?
Say no more.
Okay, Ridmel's fine too. Easy peasy, dude. Alright, phase 2, let's go.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
No, not even close, dude.
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
Oh shit. Sorry, you're supposed to block that.
What? It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
It's the weirdest, like, shoulder pad thing. See
You
how
had
long
me
it is?
worried there.
Is the day that the DLC dropped?
Who said you could touch that?
What are we gonna do? Ooh, about to go round 2 with Volron? I don't know, this guy was kind of fucking hard, so...
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
Bring it on.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think?
Damn, dude. This guy kind of OP.
Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings.
Tell him.
You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
What is it?
Then you mean...
Oh.
Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
You're not special.
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go.
Ooh, here we go. Run sequence, let's go. I feel like he's gonna be back to haunt us. No. Dude, am I gonna lose Xion again? That's kind of badass. Oh, damn, dude. Woo, the confidence. No way. For a second there, I forgot about Xion's thorns. I don't know why.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Yeah, dude.
Let's go.
She got them fucking
Never
calves, that's
forget.
why, dude.
I am the one who devours everything, who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
I think I made a
Are
mistake
you
believing
two
there.
okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
I doubt it. Big time doubt.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers and Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Serenus Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back.
Oh, here we
The
go.
future's ours to protect.
Let's go.
And right now, those things are what's standing in our way.
Fucking red women.
We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Serenus Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
Damn, they're really gonna make me run all the way back to the fucking starship? Alright, well, okay, predictions here. Definitely have not seen the last of Volron. I bet you we're gonna get to Rena, discover
I
that
didn't
Rena...
see that coming about
We'll
Volron.
watch this first.
As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Xion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena. And Xion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears.
exactly.
They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Those bastards.
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Alright, we're going to, like I said, we're going to go to Rena. We're going to discover that it's either fucking, like, destroyed and deserted, or overrun by some kind of dark energy, right? We haven't seen the last of Volron. What's going to end up happening is we're going to secure the Renis Alma and be able to get the thorns out of Xion. But the thing is, they're not going to immediately go into the Renis Alma. They're going to have some weird shit go on where they're unleashed or whatever, and they're going to need a host, and they're going to take over Volron. And Volron's, I'm going to have to do another showdown with fucking Volron. I'm calling it. And we get my ass kicked like 6 times. Is there a fast way I can go? Oh, I can't even fucking fast travel. Are you kidding me? That's it, dude. I've just predicted the entirety of the rest of the game. I gotta run my ass all the way back to the fucking starship. I can't fast travel, so that's cool. At least everything's a straight shot. That's always good. Forbidden Zone entry area. Oh, hey! One of these again. Wait, another one? That seems highly suspicious. Oh, touching it. I wonder why they put another one here. We're not going to be able to make it off of Lenegis? I guess we'll see. Oh, all the enemies are back. Wait, does that mean I should check? No, everything's already still gone though. Let's go. Bring it on, bitches.
It'll be a breeze.
It'll be a breeze.
They really don't give up, do
Fuck? What the hell am I getting hit by? Let's go, baby.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Coming through.
I'm kind of powerful.
Now, Scarlet Inferno. Shine.
Come on, come on.
Take this. Regeneration. Demon Flame.
Yes.
Look sharp.
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade. Now, take this.
I love they just like randomly in the sky. Like,
Take this. I'm not done. Demon Flame.
Xion, astral energy!
full throttle. Feels good to see one of those again. Okay, hold on. Change my strategy. I don't want to use any items right now. How are we doing on items anyways? Damn, son. We doing pretty fucking good. Wait. Still have 5 orange gels. Okay, okay. Not too shabby.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
This way. This way, right? Yeah, okay. Whoa! Fuck you. Hey, Mako! Whoa!
An opponent like this should be easy.
Think so?
Ignite!
Radiant, here!
Swallow Blade! Super Dance!
Radiant, these ones can run rings around us!
Demon! Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear! Demon Blast! Damn it! Scoot back! Stand back. Now trip it up. What I can do.
Fuck you. You.
You're mine. Here I come. Lunar Rumble. Soaring light spear. You're on. The flame inside.
Let's go.
Blow them away. Now, take this. Slash. Demon Fang. Stop.
What the fuck? You bastard.
Ignite. Feel my weary companion. Dragon Shout. Demon Fang. It's over.
A little bit of this. A little bit of this. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. A little bit of this. A little bit of this.
Take this.
And big time.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Hiya! Fruit of Helgen. Okay, here we go, cutscene.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone?
Probs.
Doe?
Yo, fuck this bitch.
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
So you
She doesn't
apologize, or-
remember a thing. So she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
Uh-oh, this
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep.
Uh-oh.
Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Hell yeah, dude.
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was.
He's a fraud.
That is, if he ever even existed. Which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust.
Dohalim.
That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Dohalim.
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Alright, here we go. Time for Dohalim's big break.
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Imagine being so brain
Is
dead
it
you
over?
need someone to tell you what's
going to
happening.
happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It
Yo.
is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldermen and
Dohalim, why aren't you wearing the outfit I gave you?
Look up there, it's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead.
The entire United States of America.
As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope.
Okay.
I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength. For if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Wow, do they plan that? It's pretty extra there, Dolim.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
Yes.
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it.
Me too.
After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
Isn't she Faria?
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society?
Listen to yourself.
How can we live without someone to guide us?
That's,
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
Embarrassing.
You? You can't be serious.
He was gonna win the crown contest anyway.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return.
What a Chad.
But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things.
Like the color of their skin.
Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong.
That too.
Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Tarnigan's death. To see a future.
All of a sudden she's got the hots for Dolim. Just because he's gonna be the new ruler, dude.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fucked up. All of a sudden Dolim's gonna be the big Chad around here. And Faria's like,
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future,
man,
huh?
forget my dead boyfriend. I kind of like you, Dolim.
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall
Because
remain
Dolim's a
forever in
fucking
my
Chad,
heart.
alright? He does what he
Remember,
wants, man.
You're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Let's do it. Let's fucking go to Rena. Alright, I guess that's a fitting, you know, end for Dohalim. I'll take it. Renan leader. Kind of badass, bro, not gonna lie. Really? This one? Strengthening. Ooh, yeah, counter edge. Fuck it. Alright, Law. Look sharp! Lightning. Yeah, stove. Ugh, come on. Let's go.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
No, dude, let's give it to Law. He deserves a win every now and then.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I mean, look at the society here,
I was complicit
Alvin.
in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and
smug
scrape
ass
their
face
way
there,
through
Alvin.
life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
I think you've been doing pretty good, Alvin. Don't worry, buddy. Oh my.
How long have you known?
2 years.
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters.
Fumu.
If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
You would lose, though, William. My god. Oh, jeez.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
Called out.
That
Oh,
obvious,
shit,
huh?
okay.
I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last.
Among other things, am I right?
It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
What are your plans, though, Kisara? You just gonna chill out in Elda Menancia by yourself, by your lonesome, without your brother or your Dohalim lord anymore? Seems kind of lonely. Oh wait, wrong. Hold on, there's that fucking inn over here. And a
What do you
merchant.
say we check back in on the ranch?
I could do that from here. Wow. Somehow, I can check on my ranch from way up here in fucking Lenegis. What do you say we check? Wow. Oh, finally I can get the fucking good weapon. Oh shit, that's so much better, dude. Yes, so wait, hold on. Who else needs something? Rimwell needs a weapon too. Ooh, boy, we all need weapons. I don't have enough money. Now I got some money. Okay, let's do it. Oh yeah. How come what? A megafauna bone? Where the fuck I get that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, sorry, Dohalim. I guess you're the odd one out. Sucks to be you.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
What was it? Fucking really good one that gives me CP here. Babo Curry.
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away.
That was fucking extra. Just turn around real quick and exclaim that. Let's go! To Rena for the hopefully final battle. I wouldn't want to live here, dude. The aesthetic. Oh, I just heard that. The aesthetics of this city, not for me. It's kind of disgusting, to be honest. Between this place and the, what was it? I forgot what the city was called that Volron was in charge of. I would choose that city. Oh, look at this. Look how messy that looks. Like, bruh. Make it look aesthetic at least. End of the road. Nice. Alright, let's do this. Take the wheel, Dohalim. Bring me to your homeworld. Starship Falnitz. Falnitz. I forgot what they said it was called. Let's make this quick, yeah?
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
Seems to be the theme of this game.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
That's a problem for Dohalim.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renaissance. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
Fuck, I am, you know.
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground
Someone
before we
fucked
take any
up the
serious steps.
subtitles there.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
Good.
If we come across a capital, we should...
Whoa. Whoa.
What?
Shit, that scared me, Ridwell. God damn. Hey, that's cheating. Oh, well, that's the end of the game. Fucking got yeeted out of existence. Sheesh. Am I right? Fucking sheesh.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands.
Uh-oh.
The engine is being shut down.
We're gonna die.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone! Look there!
Show me. I fucking knew it, dude. Too easy. Rena was fake all along. What the? No. Oh shit. What in the actual fuck? Shit. Whew, was not expecting that.
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
Called it.
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
I don't know about that one, Chief.
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The flower of oblivion.
See that red flower in her hair? That's not part of her costume.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
We fucked.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Look, calm down. You're not the only one who's worried
Relax,
here.
buddy.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Oh, shit.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
Okay. Is the red one
No,
helping
this is
us?
different.
Nope.
Something
Okay.
is pulling our ship in towards it.
Oh, fuck. That's never good. Huh? Is that a different Lenegis? What the fuck, man?
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
Dude, I don't know, man.
We
Naori.
haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
The fuck, man. It's gotta be Naori. Somehow. Bro, they better be able to tie all this loose end shit up, because none of this shit makes sense. I'll be real disappointed if I'm left wondering what the hell is going on.
Ah, Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
God damn it.
No,
Law.
I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me. Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people.
What do you think, Rinwell?
Does it ever get lonely sometimes?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
Fumu.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
With Hootle, too. And another one.
Boo!
Ah! What the... Are you out of your mind? This isn't the time for games, Rinwell.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to resist with you looking all jittery like that?
It's called experiencing feelings appropriate to the situation. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, but seeing you act all nervous, you're making me start to feel nervous too.
Oh, sorry.
Staying alert is important, but too much caution can cloud your judgment.
Like a
Try
PSA.
to strike a balance.
Are you serious? Oh, no. Okay, that was cute. Whatever. I liked it. It was worth it.
I still can't get over what we saw happening outside the starship.
Yeah, our planet's really not doing too hot right about now.
I've only ever seen Rena from the surface of Dana, so I figured it was just another round planet like ours. Still though, I never would have imagined Rena actually looked like that. And what's the deal with that giant flower coming out of it?
Beats me. I have absolutely no clue. It's so surreal. It looks like a broken egg or something.
Because it is broken.
Rena and Dana. We were taught that both worlds were spherical bodies that floated amongst the stars.
Because
in
they
the
both
heavens.
used to be.
But to think that they lied to us, not only about the Sovereign and the Crown contest, but also the form of our own planet.
Dohalim.
Okay, who's the wise guy that summoned us here?
Someone formidable enough to bring our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find them.
Alright, what kind of coolness we got here?
That beam of light joining Dana and Rena. It was the Renan side that it first came from, right?
True.
That's what it looked like. And then the Danon side responded.
Perhaps it was some kind of directive from the Renan homeworld? To reawaken the Wedge and Lenegis?
Which would mean that whoever's behind all this is on Rena after all. But what are they after? Is it really worth going through all this trouble just to steal Dana's energy?
Try to stay calm. With so many factors we don't understand, dwelling on it won't get us anywhere. What is it?
No, it's just... Zephyr once told me the same thing. So much for me making progress, huh?
You made it this far, didn't you? You notice something, you change it. That's all anyone can do. But you can't stand still in the meantime.
Fumu. Alright, let's go. Make sure there's nothing cool around here I can steal. Alright. Into the elevator. Oh, I don't know, dude. Fucking lower level, I guess? Oh, okay. Central level? Alright. Weird circular chamber with only one hallway to go. Surreal music in the back. Nice.
This place looks a lot like that room we saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
Huh? What's that?
What?
It's one of those!
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
No.
It doesn't look like it can move. Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That is correct. It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
The fuck?
It can talk.
What are you?
Pt.13.
Pt.13. Is that your name?
Correct.
What is this place? No, wait, before that, just what exactly are you? Are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red women who can shift into the same form as you.
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women, pulling their strings?
Oh, what the fuck?
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies You have not been harmed in any way.
Hey, that's kind of a...
Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh, goody. More riddles.
Right? Thank you.
You think we can trust this thing?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here. Let's at least hear it out.
Well, better start explaining some shit, please.
I shall now answer your questions. We are HangBrosVT. The red women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
HangBrosVT?
You are on Dake Phasal, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's great spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
A question. What is this great spirit of which you speak? Is it something that rules over your kind?
Correct. The Great Astral Spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will, a voice we cannot refuse.
A voice? Just like Dana.
The voice of the Great Spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it without question throughout the ages.
Does that mean it was controlling your minds? Wait a second. Could this great spirit be the true sovereign of Rena?
The true ruler of Rena. It could be the same thing that's controlling Volron.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe that.
Why not? We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge, and in the Forbidden Zone on Lenegis. If Dana has a will of its own, I don't see why Rena wouldn't.
Maybe not, but think about what you're saying. If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana this whole time, just like these things.
Dana's will hasn't been forcing us to do anything.
Yeah, but...
Let's assume that what Pt.13 claims is true, and that we are indeed cut off from both planets. Even if we had previously been under the control of Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we are disconnected.
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's great spirit. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents.
Okay.
So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Which explains why we felt its will where we did. The Wedge and Lenegis are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy. And the pursuit of that desire is why you see Rena in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
Indeed. And it was to that end that we HangBrosVT devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegis was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Renasalma.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling's success. However, recreating the Renasalma required a vast amount of energy. That is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the necessary energy from Dana.
This is all happening because of me.
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions. Just why have you brought us here to your base, HangBrosVT?
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected visitors. Second, it was to ascertain whether you would be likely to accept my request.
Okay.
A request? But what could
Destroy
someone like you
Rena.
want us to...
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm sorry, did you just ask us to kill your master?
I did. It is in your best interest that you do so, I might add.
What makes you say that?
Lenegis has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling plan. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted to Rena. If nothing is done about the Great Spirit, it will not be long before all is lost.
You're saying the destruction we saw earlier is just the beginning? That...
We won't let that happen.
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly? Is it to save our world? To free you, HangBrosVT, from under its control? Why?
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken many years to realize.
Okay.
As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems. However, I will not deny that vengeance also plays a part.
Vengeance? For what?
For being a slave.
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species is on the brink of extinction.
You mean... you're dying?
At this stage, it would be wise for you to talk with the others. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return to me.
Okay.
If you agree to help, I shall fix your ship.
Let's go have some nice conversations.
Just how many of you are there?
I am the only HangBrosVT who inhabits Dake Phasal.
Hey! Hey!
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us. Let's take a look around.
And more cutscenes, I'm sure. Wait for it, the bottom right. It seems to manage HangBrosVT's condition. Lots of vital signs stats are displayed. Yeah, makes sense. Alright.
You can't seriously be buying anything that creature told us, right? I mean, it's practically blackmailing us into doing its dirty work.
To be honest, the conversation went on for so long, I'm not sure I understood all of it.
Telling me.
How about you, Dohain? Were you able to follow it at all?
At the very least, everything it said about the Renan Great Spirit adds up. At the end of the day, this whole chain of events comes back to astral energy.
Indeed.
That being said, had we not previously encountered the will of Dana, I suspect I would find its story much more difficult to believe.
The spirit of Rena wants to see Dana completely destroyed.
But why? Astral energy is supposed to be a force that creates and shapes the world.
It doesn't matter. I don't care if we're up against an entire world or what its game is. We're not going to let it destroy Dana.
Right.
There is one other thing that concerns me. How the Great Spirit, the HangBrosVT, and the Crown Contest are all part of a centuries-long plan is clear enough. But what about the Renans? How do they factor into all this?
Now that you mention it, and all that talk, HangBrosVT never even brought up the Renans once. And as for the HangBrosVT, we never did find out just what they are either.
Maybe it had a reason for keeping its silence. Or perhaps there's even more going on. Maybe the others will shed more light on the matter. Let's find out.
Yes, let's go fucking find out. To the lower level. Dake Phasal. Hey, fast travel. Cool. Whoa. These are Dake Phasal construction plans showing a central elevator shaft and multiple circular areas. Cool. This looks just like that Lenegis base. Alright, what's gonna happen? I wonder. What the fuck? There's people here.
Who are they?
What is it?
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've seen any humans from the outside world.
Are you a Renan?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
What the fuck's going on?
The Overseer told us to answer any questions you might have. Whatever you want to know, we'll tell you as much as we can. But be quick. Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
I want to start with that. What the fuck does that mean?
What a weird guy.
He must have meant Pt.13 when he mentioned that Overseer.
And what was that about subjects? You don't think he meant Dana and Rena, do you?
There isn't anyone else we can talk to. I guess we should ask around here.
Alright, let's do it. Give me some answers, please.
Have you guys lived up here in Dig Phasal with Pt.13 for a long time?
Yes. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head just how long it's been, though. We regularly go into stasis, so our sense of time has gotten rather out of whack over the years.
Why are you all even here in the first place?
Originally, this station was where we worked to perform maintenance on Lenegis from the outside.
We heard that the facility ended up in its current location due to an accident.
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently there was some kind of accident, and when help never arrived, they presumed the entire facility had been destroyed.
And you've been working for Pt.13 ever since?
Well, at first we thought that there was nobody else inside the facility, but then it turned out the Overseer was there all along.
What do you mean?
The Helganquil have the technology to cloak themselves around us Renans. As long as they don't do anything obvious, a Renan won't see one, even if it's right in front of them.
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice the Red Women previously. Do they employ an astral art of some sort?
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it for myself, but from what I understand, the type of cloaking they use is primarily achieved through mechanical means. In addition, they also used hypnosis devices and information control to get us to do what they wanted without being detected.
Wow.
It's a pretty sophisticated operation, especially since it avoids any unnecessary conflict.
Sounds kind of OP.
I have to imagine that's how Lenegis is still run.
But aren't the Helganquil themselves controlled by the Great Spirit? If so, why aren't Renans affected by it in the same way?
The Great Spirit's mind control only works on Helganquil, so they had to employ other means to manipulate us Renans.
You act like this didn't affect you personally. If I was you, I'd be mad as hell at their deceptions.
I mean, sure, I was surprised when I first found out about it, but it happened so long ago.
Pt.13 has clearly ceased concealing itself, though. Why is that?
Who can say? My guess is it just got bored, or maybe even a little lonely.
Don't you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegis? Our ship is going to be fixed pretty soon. You could ride with us.
No way. If we went back after knowing the truth, they'd either just brainwash us or purge us outright. After all this time, there's nothing to be gained from going back. We've all agreed it'd be best to simply stay here and watch everything unfold instead.
What a pathetic existence.
Things are going just fine with the Overseer. Not that it'll be around much longer. It can't extend its life any further. That said, I'm sure it's pleased to see the final stage of the plan before it passes on, though.
Thank you for answering our questions.
Well, this took a weird fucking turn. But, okay.
Can we talk to you for a few minutes?
Sure. It's going to be a while before the two planets undergo their next shift, so I can talk until then.
Please, tell us what you know about the Helganquil.
You mean the Overseer's species? I can't say I know much about them.
Well, for starters, where'd they come from?
Where else? From Rena, obviously.
From Rena? Wait, are you telling us those things live right alongside the Renans down there?
Here we go, he's gonna reveal Rena's dead.
Of course not. There's really no such thing as Renans in the first place.
Nani?
Excuse me?
Oh, I thought the Overseer explained everything.
Shion and Dohalim are
Apparently
fake.
not.
Please, tell us more.
Well, in a nutshell, the Renans were originally created from Danans by the Helganquil.
Fucking there it is, dude.
But if that's true, then that would mean there aren't any people on Rena.
I know it.
There aren't. But there are Helganquil. That's what the name literally means in their language. People of Rena.
But what need could they possibly have to create a whole new race of people?
It was a way to bolster their dwindling workforce. I trust you're aware that the Helganquil are on the verge of extinction, yes? In essence, we were created to carry on their work for the Great Spirit after they all die. They gathered Danans who had an affinity for astral arts and proceeded from there. That's why we, as their descendants, can all cast arts, albeit to varying degrees.
Let me get this straight. Are you saying Renans were originally created from Danans that the Helganquil kidnapped?
Wait, that explains why almost nobody can use astral arts on Dana now.
Damn.
Helganquil technology is truly amazing. The way they alter their bodies is far less invasive than your conventional surgeries. They have these tiny machines that are practically invisible, which they insert into their bodies and...
Enough! You needn't tell us anymore.
How can you speak so calmly about all of this?
I guess I can see how, when viewed in a certain light, their ways may sound grotesque. But if you ask me, I think they ultimately did us a favor. They saved us from crawling the earth in ignorance. If it meant their hands had to get a little dirty in the process, then so be it.
Sheesh.
Anyway, the Helganquil are the real Renans. Personally, I don't think it's such a big deal. They're also mostly the ones behind what you see going on between the two planets. I think that covers just about everything worth knowing.
I see. Thanks for filling us in.
That aligns with my theory.
Does he really expect us to believe that Renans never truly existed? How absurd.
Dohalim.
Is it though, Dohalim?
Just when I think we're getting to the bottom of it all, some new revelation smacks us in the face.
Then let's hope this is our last revelation for a while.
Doubt. Alright, here's the big one. What kind of crazy ass shit this
Do you
guy
know
say?
anything about a spirit channeling plan?
If you mean the first plan from 300 years ago, then yes. Do you know what its main objective was?
Yes. It was to use Lenegis to siphon off Dana's astral energy and send it to Rena.
Exactly. However, there were two problems we had to consider. First was how to collect and send such a large quantity of astral energy without it becoming sentient. Second, we had to figure out how to convert Dana's energy so it would be compatible with Rena.
I take it the solutions to those problems were to use the wedge for the collection, and then the Sovereign and Maiden to convert the energy.
We have a winner! However, the first plan failed when the Sovereign was overwhelmed and became frenzied. The reason for that is because the Maiden lost control. I'm told he slaughtered many Renans and Helganquil that day.
Get fucked, kids.
For the next plan, we tried to recreate the Renis Alma, but we didn't have nearly enough of the other non-dark astral energy types. To amend that, we set our sights on Dana, and implemented a system whereby we could extract energy from it.
Jeez.
And the crown contest began.
Correct. Since the Maiden had been the failing point in the previous plan, it was decided to replace her role with machinery to avoid further mishaps.
Machines taking our jobs.
A new Sovereign had to be made as well. It was such tremendously difficult work, its success was dubious. But from the look of things, it would appear such worries were unfounded.
So that's what the purpose of that room we found in the Forbidden Zone was.
What about the flower that sprouted from Rena?
Flower? Oh, that thing. That's the physical manifestation of all the astral energy that's been harvested from Dana. As I'm sure you've noticed, it's quite a lot of energy. At this point, it's likely that it's become physically integrated with Rena's planetary structure.
The fuck, dude?
Pt.13 mentioned that the spirit channeling plan is entering its final stage. Is that true?
It is. I never thought I would live to see the day with my own eyes. And yet here we are. Are we done talking now? If it's all the same to you, I'd really rather not miss anything that's about to happen.
Okay.
He talks like the potential end of the world is just another day on the job.
You've got to remember that these guys have been living alone up here for a long time. Who knows what shape their minds are in?
Well.
It feels like our whole world has been turned upside down. Is there anything we know that's still true at this point?
Your name is Law.
Seriously, I'm still trying to process the fact that we Renans were created by the Helganquil, let alone the Sovereign and Maiden stuff.
Let's take a moment to gather ourselves. I know all of this is a lot to believe and take in, but I think it's fair to say that we've found the answers we've been looking for. Does everyone agree?
Agreed. Though I'll admit that I never expected it to all boil down to Rena's great spirit being behind everything.
Everything that's happened, everything we've endured, it's all because of astral energy.
And to get that energy, the Great Spirit took control of the Helganquil. Then the Helganquil created the Renans, who went on to invade and rule over the Danans.
Fucked up, dude.
Plus, the reason the Great Spirit can't directly control the Renans as well is likely because they were originally Danans all along.
Either way, I think it's fair to say we've all had a lot to take in at once. Maybe too much, even. We should probably take it easy and rest our minds a bit.
Is that so?
Why don't we all take some time to think things over, before we decide on our next move?
Oh boy.
That's a good idea, Kisara. If the Renan Great Spirit really is behind all this, then we've got a really big fight ahead of us. Because it's not just Dana on the line, but Rena too. If we're going to do this, we need to be completely sure of ourselves.
Oh, I'm
so
sure.
Let's go ahead and break off for now. We aren't in any immediate danger, so we should be okay.
Kind of have an
Sure
immediate
you don't
threat,
want to be
though.
alone right now?
I could ask you the same question.
Oh shit.
I figured I'd get all my thinking in while walking around and checking up on everybody.
I'll go along with you. I'm interested to hear what's on everyone's minds too.
Sounds good. Let's go find them.
Or we can split off and do our
Everyone's
own thing.
just
you know
gone
what I
their
mean?
own way, huh?
Yeah, let's hit up each spot. Everything we thought we knew, it was all just a fabrication that the Red Women, no, that the Helganquil made up.
Right. Assuming we can believe anything that Pt.13 has told us, that is.
Jeez.
Well, if the names are anything to go by, it's possible the Helganquil could be behind the fruits of Helgen too.
Oh, shit.
But if Pt.13 was telling the truth, and this was all just one massive lie, does that mean everything we've done up until now has been pointless?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, because it's the journey that
At least I
counts.
hope not. I think it just means we've lost our foothold for now. That's all.
Really? Well then, if we've lost it, I guess we'll just have to find another. All of us together. And if we can't find one, then we'll make a new one. End of story.
End of story, end of game.
Make one, huh? I see. Right then. Count me in.
Isn't that kind of weird? Okay. That seems a bit weird to say, Alphen, but alright. Alright, let's go talk to some beaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Is anyone together? Let's get the chatterboxes out of the way first. Dohalim first, obviously.
I apologize for making you witness that.
It wasn't that bad,
You mean
buddy.
hearing the origins of the Renans?
Indeed. It's shocking to have so many things I thought to be indelible fade away in mere seconds.
Even I'm still not sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
I believe it.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard is a lie,
It's a rather elaborate one. I can only imagine that you must have been constantly feeling like this, ever since your memory returned, Alphen. And you as well, Shion. About your thorns, and being a maiden.
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
Well, to say the least. But enough about me. I'm not concerned for myself. What concerns me is all of the other Renans out there.
When you say the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living on Lenegis or Dana, right?
Correct. Even if we stop the Great Spirit from annihilating Dana, our problems will still remain. Putting aside the untold state that Rena may be in, if we do not truly belong there, we will have to think long and hard about where it is that we wish to return to.
Dana, obviously.
So, I guess your only real choices at this point are to either stay on Lenegis or come down to Dana, huh? And right now, Lenegis might not even be a safe option.
And at the same time, Danans are hardly likely to embrace Renans with open arms. If the issue is forced, things could turn dire. There is, after all, 3 centuries worth of hatred to overcome between us. And the victims of our rule have absolutely every right to feel animosity towards us Renans. Our own circumstances as the aggressors are irrelevant.
I didn't expect the former Lord of Menancia to be so down about people reconciling.
Menancia's fate was a stroke of good luck. There had been backlash over how it had been ruled, and I was blessed to have sympathizers among my ranks. Still, even now, there remain ardent dissidents.
But things can still change if you have the right people to help lead the way. Isn't that what you hope to achieve on Lenegis, after this is all over?
Indeed. I have fully accepted the burden of that responsibility. In that regard, I remain determined.
Me too, Dohalim.
On that note, I have something of a favor to ask of you, Alphen.
Oh? What is it?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator, so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably. As the one and only Blazing Sword, I suspect the Danans may listen to what you have to say when problems arise.
And I take it that you'll be the one to represent the Renans?
Yes. I realize that I'm asking quite a lot of you. However, the fact of the matter is that it will take time for Renans to re-enter Danan society without any bloodshed. That is why...
You're the same as ever, Dohalim.
Is it too much?
No, relax. You get so tense and formal when you're asking for a favor. Listen, there's no need for that. We're friends.
You're too kind. I can see you were raised well.
What the fuck? Who
That's
says
some
that?
high praise, Alphen.
Then I'll ask once again, this time just as friends. Alphen, will you help me?
You don't even need to ask. Of course I will.
Thank you, my friend.
You are my friend. Damn, dude. Dohalim really the fucking realist right now. Single-handedly going to try to take the burden of uniting Renans and Danans back together. It's pretty intense. Alright, Kisara, you're next.
Oh, it's you two.
Oh, okay,
Does he
shit.
seem like he's doing any better now?
He who? Oh, you mean Dohalim, don't you?
Did she know?
But I
just
know
went
that
to go
we're
talk
all
to him?
struggling to wrap our minds around it all. But he looked like he was taking it really hard earlier.
What do you think about everything we've learned? About the Renans and the Great Spirit and all that?
On some level, I'm not even really sure what to think, to be honest. I mean, the Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its own. But if that thing's hellbent on trying to destroy our planet, then the only thing left for us to do is stop it. As for the Renans, I suppose my feelings on that are a bit more mixed.
How so?
Coexistence between Danans and Renans in Menancia is still a work in progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans.
Understandably so.
To be told that they're like us, that they're actually just like us is... well... I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
You kept a pretty level head.
You mean about the Renans? At the end of the day, The Helganquil and the Great Spirit are the ones who are responsible. But at the same time, I realize that not every Danon is necessarily going to believe that either.
I know you're already aware of this, but the list of grievances the Danons have against the Renans is long, and understandably so. And if people then find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah, I don't think they're going to take to it too kindly.
Even just among the Danons, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some who won't. I think if we can find a way to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be in a truly good place.
Good luck with that.
Well, first we can try to figure out what to do about the existing conflicts we have.
Yeah. It'd be nice if one day people could learn to get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small task. We can't pretend like the past didn't happen and ask people to forget their very real pain and suffering.
Right. Everybody has their reasons for feeling the way that they do. But if we just keep yelling at each other about it, we'll never move on.
Indeed.
In a worst-case scenario, it might lead to even more people getting killed.
It probably will.
And we all have to figure out how to meet halfway. Not just that, but to also embrace each other's pain, in a sense.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
It's true. Everybody has their own scars, their own trauma. The first step to healing those wounds is to put aside that hatred. It won't be achieved through reasoning, but I think it's a good first step, if nothing else. And now, I think I see a way to move forward. But to do that, first we need to make sure our planet isn't going to get wiped out.
Damn, dude. Some real societal issues we're diving into right now. Fuck. Alright. If this talk with Rinwell doesn't bring up the fact that her ancestors were the ones that literally became Renans, I'll be disappointed. She's gonna talk about I could have been one of them.
Calm.
Only because after everything we've seen, we don't have the energy to keep being shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? That whole talk about the Renans looked like it shook you up a bit.
Yeah. I get this sinking feeling whenever I remember how Danon mages like my family were persecuted and died out. And now, I finally know why that is. But I was thinking, if Renans end up living together with Danons again, then mages won't be such an unusual thing to see on Dana anymore, right? I know it's not as simple as all that, but Danons probably won't be so quick to let their guards down. And there might be Renans who still act superior because of their arts.
It wouldn't surprise me. 300 years of bad blood and prejudice isn't going to be an easy thing to overcome.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. I know firsthand just how much hatred can take hold in your heart once you let it in. But even so, I was still able to change. And if I can change, so can anyone else. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, I could use my position as both a Danon and a mage to help bring both sides together.
Rinwell.
That great spirit worries me too, though. Dana's will feels so warm and inviting. So why is Rena's will trying to destroy our entire planet?
Now that you mention it, Pt.13 and the other scientists here never really brought that up. Maybe they don't know either.
Maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day, Dana's still our home. There's no way we can let it be destroyed.
We won't. We'll keep it safe no matter what.
Wow, Rinwell was surprisingly upbeat. I was not expecting that. Good for her. Alright, let's get the most important opinion in the room. What do you got for me, Law? I know you're not taking this very good.
I still can't believe it, man.
You're not the only one still trying to make sense of all this. Believe me.
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get hung up on these sorts of things.
Did you forget what happened back in Thistleum? Once my memory started coming back to me, I felt completely and totally lost.
It was really that bad for you?
Yeah, it was. But thanks to Law and everybody else, I remembered that I still had things out there worth fighting
Law's
for.
conversation, fucking aces.
Man, I think you might be a better guy than me, Alphen. All I can remember thinking was, when's this guy gonna get his act together?
And it worked.
Law.
I was too worried about repeating the same mistakes I'd made back with my dad, and running away from the truth. That was no way to live. And I've tried to stay strong, my way. But all this talk about other races and the world ending, if I can be honest with you guys, it's just all too much for me to handle right now.
I know this is going to sound strange coming from me, but maybe the key is not to worry too much about the big stuff right now.
Oh?
I used to worry all the time about my thorns, for obvious reasons, but I never really opened up to anyone about them. And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat that was bigger than me, I didn't know what I should do or who to tell. But that's when I finally got it. You guys were all there for me, to teach me what's really important. I just had to open up and listen.
In other words, if you let the big picture stuff get you all muddled up inside, you'll begin to lose sight of what you really care about. Yeah, I think you're right.
Thanks for mansplaining.
The thing that's most important. What I really care about.
Rinwell.
All I want to do is protect the people that really matter to me. To fight for them. That's good enough,
Especially
right?
Rinwell.
Not everyone is strong enough to fight.
Huh?
It's something your dad told me once when he was still alive. Law, you know you're strong enough to fight, and you're strong enough to protect the people you care about. Forget all the big stuff going on. Just don't lose sight of what you want to protect in the first place. Sound good?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it does. It's like a big weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I'll fight to protect the people around me. Just like I always have. I think that's best.
Alright, that was cute.
Well,
Oh, Jesus.
it sounds like everyone's learning from their past and using it to create a better future for everyone.
What about you, Shion? How do you feel about the origin of the Renans?
Relieved.
To be honest, I'm not really all that shocked, actually. I mean, I might be a Renan in the literal sense, but I've never really felt like one of them. Right now, it's kind of a mystery.
How do you mean?
Because for a really, really long time, all I ever thought about was how I was going to die. Not if or when, but how. I thought I'd die alone. That fate had me in its steely grip. I would have never imagined that I'd be traveling with someone like you, fighting to save Rena and Dana. I mean, how could I have? It's been going on for 300 years. All this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part in all this, it's been even longer than that. It was Naori's hope that somehow, someone in the future would be able to stop it, before it was too late. How it fell on us, of all people, to heed that call, is a mystery.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from getting destroyed. She considered me, a Danan, as a real person. And she very much cherished her own people, too. I don't think she wanted the world to be saved, just so they could go back to hurting each other. Oh, maybe this is what she meant.
Huh?
Nani?
When we were talking to Kisara earlier, about all that stuff like everyone's needing to meet halfway and embrace each other's pain and suffering. She said that the first step down that path was for each of us to put aside our own hatred. That means forgiving other people, even and especially before they forgive you.
Forgiving. So it goes both ways, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I don't just mean forgiving things that happened in the past either. Conflicts will keep happening. If we have any hope of moving on and building a better future, we have to all learn to forgive each other.
You know, you're right. People can hurt one another without even meaning to. I know that better than most, thanks to these thorns.
It's not going to be easy getting past this pain. But if we can do it, I'm sure there'll come a time when we can all truly understand each other. I'm there with you, Shion. I too want to protect the world we live in, and all the people we care about. I think that's the very least I can do to repay Naori for everything that she did.
Yeah. I want a future that she would feel proud to live in, and I'm going to fight for it.
Whoa there, Savior Girl. We're here to save you too, you know.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I want to live, and that's the honest truth.
There it is, dude. Oh, wait. Yo, I was gonna go to the end, bro. Fuck.
Well, is everybody ready to do what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dana's still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
Hell yeah.
What are your thoughts, Alphen? I want to know what's on your mind, too.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, then so be it. It's trying to rob us of our entire world. And it's going to take not just our home, but all of existence along with it. That alone is enough to make it our enemy. But it's not only that. One way or another, I think beating the Great Spirit is going to be tied to us saving Xion.
Hell yeah.
You're saying there's a chance?
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis, I take it?
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit channeling ceremony showed Naori that vision. And to hear Xion tell it, it's the same one that she sees from her own thorns as well.
Indeed. Xion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy. The one type which we know is native only to Rena.
Only to Rena.
And if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction, then...
Ice-em.
Xion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually on Rena like we thought?
We don't know anything for certain. At the very least, though, I think it's possible her thorns are a part of the Great Spirit.
While the main body resides in Rena.
Oh, shit.
Xion.
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's great spirit, I'm going to go over there and give it a piece of my mind and then some.
Let's fucking go!
The question is, how do we confront it? Suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous, large enough to house the will of an entire planet. The Wedge and Lenegis were both hard enough for us to overcome in their own right. This is an altogether greater challenge for merely 6.
And we only know about the Thorns connection thanks to Naori.
So what do?
Pt.13 has been observing the Great Astral Spirit this whole time. It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some sort. Let's go see what that is.
Yeah. Yay.
Our minds are made up. Let's go give Pt.13 our answer.
Lenegis today.
So if the Sovereign and Maiden were originally boot-up programs for Lenegis, what about now?
Even with the Forbidden Zone in ruins and the Renaissance stolen, Lenegis is functioning fine. If it needed us before, it doesn't appear to now.
First they lumber you with a position you never asked for, then you're discarded like you're nothing? Who the hell do they think they are?
More importantly, who do they think we are? We might not even factor into their list of concerns.
I just hope everyone on Lenegis is safe.
Hold on.
Worst comes to worst, Lenegis is equipped with a large number of starships that people can escape in. As long as the whole satellite doesn't suddenly explode or something, they should be fine.
Wait, explode?
In any case, if we're truly going to make a difference, it's on Rena we're needed, not Lenegis. The people there will be fine, I'm sure of it.
Right.
Let's fucking go! Hold up. Bruh. That was quite the info dump. What is this fucking thing over here? Oh shit, there's people. I can just heal. Oh. Wait a minute. You found me collapsed again and helped me back up? Well, I appreciate it. Thanks to you, I can continue to go about my research. Happy bottles. Cool. Wait, is there more of those things? Nah. Yes, okay. I think we all need a well-deserved night's of rest. If you're feeling tired, enough for your place to rest. That is, if you don't mind sleeping in one of our hibernation chambers. Dude, fuck yeah. Oh boy. There it is, boys. There it is. God, it's still such a sick pick. Everyone would be looking fucking fire, dude. Oh my god. Well, like I said, that was a giant, and I mean huge info dump that answers a lot of the questions. Doesn't quite give me all the clues I need to come up with the end game. I still don't know where Volron's going to factor into it, and how we're actually going to fight this great spirit. But assuming from like the trailer thing that happens, the anime cutscene, when we switched over to part 2 of this game, I'm guessing it's going to look like this giant fucking like heartless looking thing. And yeah, beat its ass, you know what I'm saying? But for now, I think that I'll call it there. Call it there for today, and I have a sneaking suspicion that I'll be able to finish the game in my next stream. I'm calling it right now. That's my goal. So, arigatou gozaimasu, everybody who came out to chill with me. MoshiVT, it's always a pleasure to have you and your discrimination against Shion. And for everyone else, thank you very much for lurking and chilling. And until next time, I will see you guys later. If you want to support the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube, arigatou gozaimasu, Jane, and oyasuminasai, bye bye.